What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Wanted to touch on the World Boxing Super Series tournament, the bantamweight division. We did the junior welterweight division earlier today. It's advancing to round 2. You had Inoue beat out Carlos Pena, who Rashid Warren fought to a tough fight and lost. Emmanuel Rodriguez edged Jason Maloney of Australia. Nonito Donaire with the upset of the whole tournament, including cruiserweight, junior welterweight, and bantamweight. This division will upset Ryan Burnett from out of Belfast. Burnett had to retire, even though it went on as a knockout because he injured his back. I think he strained his back, but we should know some more next week or in the days coming. Hopefully, ain't the weeks coming. Hopefully sooner than that. And Tete handled his business beating the Russian guy who only had 4 fights all over Argentine guys. I guess he had a deep amateur background. That's how he got in the tournament, I would guess. But it's 4, and I think it's an overwhelming favorite. The elephant in the room is Inoue moving up in weight and carrying power, carrying skills. He a beast. He only got 17 fights. I wish he was a lot more active in his career, but everybody wanted to see him fight Chocolito at super flyweight. Thank God that didn't happen. He would have put him in the casket, airtight, sealed. But he's obviously the runaway favorite. And I think my prediction was him versus Tete in the finals. I think it was, I can't remember, but I've been a big Inoue the Monster fan, man, for a while. Glad that he getting this recognition. And I think he got the ability to move up again and again. He's moving, he's strong. He could punch. Emmanuel Rodriguez, who he'll be fighting in the second round, he got his hands full. Rodriguez went life and death with Jason Maloney. It was a tough fight from what I hear. I didn't watch that fight. I watched some highlights of it, but I think, man, the young Puerto Rican guy, he got style, he got skills, he got a title, he pretty much came up and got that title, snuck up on everybody, but, he better bring his Thunder Boy pants on when he come fight Inoue, man, because that's gonna be a tough fight, man. He fought in Orlando last time. That's a good look. Orlando, Central Florida, stand up. That's a nice little look, man. Underrated place to live at. I think a lot of people sleep on the Central Florida area, Ocala, and Orlando and all that, Daytona. Underrated place. And Nonito Donaire, he wasn't looking bad. He wasn't getting blew out the water by Ryan Burnett. I thought that was competing, going back and forth. I just thought he was a little bit trigger happy with the left hook. I don't think he respected Burnett's power at all. He was landing the right hand. He was looking good, but you could tell he still don't have the legs or the fluid movement that he once had, or the fast twitch muscles. I don't even think he got the power in the left hook. Now he draining himself back down to 118 for 126. So, but he looked good for a guy for an older guy that squeezed down in weight. He was trying to move and kind of shoot I think it was straight right hand, and trying to pivot off of it like he used to. But then now he lost to Rigondeaux and then got chopped up by Nicholas Walters, where pretty sure he on the back of a lot of boxing fans' milk carton. He's supposed to return at the end of this year. I did a video on it, but I don't think it'll return in sight for him. He was training back in April. I read an article on him, but he fighting Tete. Tete ain't really fought nobody in his career for me looking at it. He got a few losses, got stopped one time. This is a very, very winnable fight for Nonito Donaire. If Donaire was in his prime at 118 pounds, him and Inoue would be like a pay-per-view fight for me. I know not to the public, but for me, I would pay big money to see that. Inoue power versus Nonito Donaire, big left hook, the Filipino flash versus the monster from Japan. I think that's where Inoue from. That'd be dope. But Tete, he got an advantage, man. He like 5'9", 5'10", making 118 pounds. He looked all that impressive in his last fight, man, but you can't look great every fight. He got one of the fastest knockouts in boxing history as well. He's a tall guy, rangy guy, can punch a bit. He's managed by, he's promoted by Frank Warren. And I think, to be honest, I'm probably feeling the junior welterweight Final Four. I'm probably feeling the junior welterweight Final Four a little bit better than this. Only reason why I say that, because I love the Relic fight versus Ricci Prograis, but I absolutely love the Ivan Baracha fight versus Josh Taylor. But here, you got a big unification bout, WBO bantamweight title, and Nonito Donaire Super WA title. That's a big unification bout. People thought Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn with Ryan Burnett was going to collab right here. And then you got the regular WA title holder and Emmanuel Rodriguez, who's the IBF title holder. So Inoue got an opportunity to win his first real world title at 118 pounds. So it's a good look. The WBC is the only belt that's not included in this tournament as well. But like I say, 140 pound got a fight that I really, really love. And Josh Taylor and Ivan Barachnik. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Josh Taylor, first opportunity at a world title. Won't come easy. Regis Prograis having his first opportunity at a world title. Obviously, you got more world titles in this tournament. You got 3. It's only 2 in the 140-pound tournament. Due to Maurice Hooker having to fight a mandatory, which was probably ordered by what Bob orders, WBO had to fight Alex Cesados in a Red River rivalry, and Jose Ramirez scared to get in the tournament. He holds the title as well. But back to the bantamweights. If I had to pick an upset here, it's probably going to be Nonito Donaire upsetting Tete. If we had to put our money somewhere on one of these fights, that'd be the upset I would pick. I just think Donaire, I want to know how you make weight again, where the fight going to be at. But like I said, Tete hasn't really fought elite competition. I'm telling you, if Donaire was in his prime, this would probably be a 50-50 tournament between him and Inoue, especially depending on how much experience he had at 118 pounds. But in my opinion, if Donaire was in his prime, he probably iced Tete, man. Left hook, he going to sleep. But that ain't the case. I probably still favor Tete, but I think Donaire got a good opportunity at scoring an upset. Tete didn't look good, but Tete did employ the services of Floyd Mayweather Sr. to coach him in his next fight. So we'll see how that works out. Most people usually don't get along with Floyd Sr. because he old school and he diligent, he punctual, and he don't take no bullshit. You gotta be very, very disciplined. If you can deal with his discipline and the way he teach and listen to him, he's gonna be an all right fighter, man. But I really don't have no hope for Man Rodriguez, man. They might as well have a stretcher on standby. He might be a tough kid. Maybe he can break down some things on the film, take away from Inoue, try to make it a dog fight, get on the inside and work the body. But he gonna have to, keep his head on the swivel and can't make no mistakes. And if he could drag this monster late in the fight and work the body, he might have an opportunity. But he got to find something on film and expose it. But if he don't, he gonna be just another victim. Seemed like this cat Inoue was punching harder now that he done moved up in weight. And maybe he really was weight drained. He got them. I already know what gloves them is. He got them Cleater Rays on, them horsehair puncher gloves. I think they is Mexican gloves. So you already know when somebody wearing some horsehair or some puncher gloves like the Cleo's Rays, they come to bring all the smoke. They come to bring all the power, everything behind them. But it's a fantastic tournament. Hopefully we get one of these fights in the United States. Hopefully get a finals in the United States. That'd be dope. Last year I think one of the finals was in Russia, and the other one was in the United Emirates in the Middle East. So that'd be nice. Something like AC or in New York, LA or something like that, man. I really mess with it. But if it's Inoue and Tete or Nonito Donaire, it's probably most likely gonna be overseas. But like I say, man, it'd be dope if Inoue was in his prime. Donaire was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the case. Like I said, I still like Inoue to dog walk the competition. He might not be challenged for another weight class or two, man. I love to see greatness. I love to see the guy who be able to stand up to his power and challenge him. But I think he wins this tournament and ain't gonna be nobody challenge him for a weight class or two. I could be wrong. Maybe Tete got something to say about that. Emmanuel Rodriguez, that'd be a huge upset, or Donaire. But we'll see. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. I definitely appreciate everybody for rocking out with us, man. Tried to really scrape some stuff up today. I was sick, handling some business, man. But we made it through the weekend. Ain't one of the most active weekend, but we made it through. We still delivered. Shout out to everybody supporting what we're doing. Shout out to everybody supporting our grind. Goodfellas Sports TV. I'm going to continue to hold it down one time for the one time. And don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, and also you can email me as well. If you got video requests, questions, inquiries, you need some advice, I always try to hit you back at a quick time, but sometimes I'll be busy. Want to make a donation, that link's in the description as well. And shout out to everybody out there grinding, putting in work on these videos. Shout out to all the subs out here sharing the videos. You can retweet them out, screen record them, just tell them where they can find the page at. And we're going to continue to be a well-rounded page and talk a lot of boxing and drop some boxing knowledge on our heads. Y'all know what it is. We gone.